Good morning everyone and welcome to Liverpool TV. So, Bakayoko, the rumours are not going away. I've just read a piece where it could include the exchange and cash deal with Sepp van der Berg. So I'm just going to read this piece out and let me know your thoughts on it. So, Liverpool target could hold the key to club's hopes of signing current Anfield ace. Liverpool's hopes of keeping one particular player at Anfield could rest on whether they land reported transfer target. The Reds are believed to have taken an interest in Johan Bakayoko, and the PSV Eindhoven forward, who could be available for around £43 million, recently hinted that he'd be open to a new challenge. According to Eindhoven's De Blag, the Eredivisie champions have set Van der Berg on their wish list, and although they've spent most of their existing budget, the prospective €50 million, 42.1 million sale of the Belgian winger would enable them to push hard for targets such as the LFC defender. Is there a scope for Liverpool and PSV to strike a mutual beneficial agreement which would see Van der Berg and Bakayoko swap clubs in a prospective cash plus player deal? In terms of ensuring an ideal balance throughout Slot's squad, it could make sense. The Belgian winger would fill the niche of a natural right winger alternative and a potential long-term successor to Mo Salah, while selling the Dutchman would still leave 4 senior centre-backs at Anfield. The Eindhoven-based attacker enjoyed a prolific 2-23-24 season in which he scored 14 goals and supplied the same number of assists, and many of his underlying performances metrics also compare quite favourably to the positional peers across Europe's top 5 leagues, which basically is he's one of the best wingers in the world. He's 21 years old. I've been calling for Liverpool to sign him now for a year, so I'll be absolutely positive we can get this lad over the line. However, Van der Berg has reportedly made a big early impression on Arne Slot already at Liverpool, and given the injury problems which afflicted the Liverpool's defence last term, it's not unthinkable that the 22-year-old could get a decent amount of opportunities for the Reds. Bakayoko could hold the key to whether or not PSV are topped up adequately to push hard for the Reds defender in the final few weeks of a transfer window, and that may leave Richard Hughes with a massive decision to make one way or another. Now, in terms of that, basically Liverpool have always under Jurgen Klopp sort of not had a late window. They've always got our business done early and all that. With Slot, that might change because we might be sort of playing a game of sort of poker here with certain clubs. And Richard Hughes did say that in his press conference that he expects a really, really busy August. So a lot of our fans have just got to calm down. It's not even FSG. FSG are getting the brunt of this. FSG would have provided a budget to Michael Edwards and to Richard Hughes and to Arne Slot. Anybody that thinks otherwise is absolutely off their bonnet, because if you think about it, what would be the point in getting back Michael Edwards, getting in Richard Hughes, a sporting director who is going to want to make an immediate impact, if it wasn't to sign players? There would be no point in having Michael Edwards running the whole of Liverpool signings. So, how you doing, Scott Williams, mate? Just seen your comments popping up. 2 signings max, mate. Let Richard Hughes and Slot look at what they've got and go from there. Exactly that, Scott. That's my point. Basically, what's going to happen is Slot's going to look at the players he wants, going to look at the ins and outs, who's going to loan out, who's going to do this, and then he'll have a budget. The budget, pure FSG style, will include sales to increase it. That is what's always happened. It happened when we sold Philip Coutinho. Did those money grabbing Yanks, which is what they get called all the time, pocket any of that? No. They give Jurgen Klopp every single penny of it, and that is why it gets my back up when people turn on our owners, because they're not the Glazers. They're not taking millions and millions and millions a year of dividends out the club and selling 20%. So they're doing really good. So to me, I personally would just calm down, let obviously Liverpool do what they do best, which is structure and finding out certain targets and getting them for the right price. I don't want to become Chelsea, where this is what annoys me as well when we're selling. When we've got to get rid of our owners, who do we get next? Do we get a lunatic like Todd Bowley, who goes and blows $1 billion and makes us look like the laughing stock of the world? We don't want that. We're a well-run club, and I genuinely believe that we're in the right place. And what will happen now is we will bring in 2 or 3 players at really good value for money. And what will happen is there'll be Chelsea or there'll be Manchester United that will spend an extra 100 million in us, and there'll be the next spend warriors will come out and they'll say, look, our owners are tight-fisted twats, and we'll end up finishing above both Manchester United and Chelsea, because we do anyway. So this will happen. So I've got no qualms with it at all. Just going to go to some more comments. Craig Farragher, yes lad, be back on videos with you soon, bro. Yeah, it's awesome, Craig. Can't wait to be back on videos with you as well, mate. I'll get a better setup at the moment. I'm just getting to practice some of the videos. and I've now got a room to do it in, which is a little bit quieter. So it's just been a bit of moving stuff about and trying to find the right place. But mate, I can't wait, and we'll watch the games, mate, and we'll do our usual banter. So it's great. It's going to read some more comments. Let Richard Hughes and Slot Leo, I just read that one. Exactly, there will be more outs than ins, and let Slot get his methods across. It will be next summer that Slot and Hughes really put their stamp on it. Just be patient, everyone. Just gonna have a drink of water quickly, Scott. Totally agree with that. And this is what does my head, and this happens every single year. You know, FSG out starts trending on Twitter. Everybody starts calling for the removal of our owners, and then we go and sign Gravenberch, we go and get Sabozlai, we go and get, you know, Endo, and then we go on to a pure title chase and nearly win a quad. And then you get the comments of, well, we didn't win the quad, did we? We didn't win the league. We're competing against Manchester City, who, let's not forget, can go and sign players and make out it costs that when it actually costs 3 times as much. People don't realise, what really angers me about the FSG out brigade is the fact that they question how many league titles we've won. What you don't realise is Manchester City have been cheating for over a decade. So do you not think that that's had an impact on the amount of trophies that we have not won, i.e. 2 league titles by a pissing point? Yeah. Do you not think there's a point difference between being able to, you know, you secretly dodge all your accounts and go and pay Erling Haaland? People think they bought for those that think that they bought Erling Haaland for 52 million live in planet cuckoo land, because there was 100 million in agent fees and payments to his dads and all that. And do you reckon they put every single penny of that down on their accounts? Did they fuck? And that's why they're going to get done for cheating. So people forget that we lost 2 league titles to them by a point, and fine margins, for example. You know VAR last season. I'm not going to bang on about it. Are you telling me that we didn't lose that title based on the Odegaard handball against Arsenal, the Doku flying boot into the chest of Alex McAllister? You know, there's more. The Diaz goal at Tottenham. You know, you're talking 7 points there. And Curtis Jones's red card at Tottenham. So don't judge our owners on minor decisions like that, like VAR shafting us or fucking Man City cheating for months. It does my head in. That's why everybody calls me an FSG brown nose. I don't buy merchandise from the club anymore because I don't agree with FSG's price methods. Are absolute disgrace. Right, the ticket situation's an absolute joke. But what I don't call them for is things that they have no control on. Right, we have a brilliant transfer way of doing stuff. Andy Robertson 8 million, Gini Wijnaldum 25 million, you know, Mo Salah 30 million, Firmino 28 million, Mane 30 million, you know, Fabinho. So why would we change that? Why would we go? We got Coutinho for 8 million and sold him for 142. Why would you want us to go away from that? It just doesn't make sense. Getting McAllister, a World Cup winner, for 40 million, going on with add-ons, getting Sabozlai for as cheap as we did. So why would you want an end to that? I don't get it. So anyway, some more comments through. Plus the kids we have will be a year older and they are very special. Yeah, totally agree with that as well, Scott. I think Jaden Dans would do well on loan at Wayne Rooney's Plymouth, because Wayne Rooney, for all his haters, is a world-class striker, and as you think with having a world-class striker in his head, you know, it would do him good. And people slag off people like Wayne Rooney and Joey Barton, but let's not forget Joey Barton was manager of Bristol Rovers when he had Quansah, and Quansah had a great loan spell there. So don't, you know, a good loan spell with the right person, sometimes it can do him good. So I think Jaden Dan's going out on loan would be good. Ben Doak, big season for him. I think that this has got to be the year that he proves he's going to be one of the best wingers in the world, because I generally believe he will. So we just need to keep the faith. And Bakayoko, I'd love him. And if we can get another couple in, I think we need another goalkeeper, in my opinion, just in case we get an injury to Kelleher or Allison. Yaros for me, not for me. We need another centre-half, no doubt, and left-back possibly as well. Scott Williams, again, there's a big chunk of money for wages going out, with an example for Thiago. Yeah, Thiago as well. But Matip was on a decent wage as well. So if you add Thiago's wages with Matip's, and obviously you've got, you know, Adrian's gone. There's quite a few that have gone. So yeah, the wages will be good again as well, and also foreign players leaving as well. So you know, that's Adrian and now and Thiago now that will be classed as. Will they be classed as foreign? I don't know if they'd be classed as foreign. I'm not really great with stuff like that, but I think they will. So anyway, it is what it is. We're just going to hang on there, and hopefully I can bring you some news soon when we've got an incoming transfer, and I'll be doing that straight away. Give me some time getting this looking better. I need to get all my stuff sorted. It's just I want to do these videos to get my confidence back. I'll be doing scratch cards again. so we can donate to football clubs. AFC Liverpool really need your help this season because our rent's gone up at Marine, which is literally putting us on the bridge, on the cusp of, you know, hanging on for a season. So if you can help out by buying the new shirt, which is that old brilliant 1992 Liverpool kit with the 3 Adidas stripes across, please inbox me and I'll put you onto the club. And what I'm going to do, because the club needs every penny, I do scratch cards. Those that watch AFC Liverpool at games know that I go around the ground with that to raise money for the club. So I'm going to be doing one at the ground, but I'm also going to be doing one for every time Liverpool play a match at the weekend as well. So if you can help out with that, you get half of what the scratch card will have, plus I'm going to donate to AFC Liverpool and to Krista, the chairman. So I'm going to do all I can for that club, and if you can help me, brilliant. Jamie McDowell, good to see you back, mate. Cheers, mate. It's great to be back. I'm glad now I've got somewhere I can do it, you know, a little bit more quieter. It's actually lovely. And I'm living in Huyton, which is where Stevie Gerrard's from. So, Craig, I'm just round the corner from you, mate, so I'm sure I'll see you soon and see you in the morning for football training. Anyway, I hope you're all well, and let me know your thoughts on Bakayoko. I'll see you soon. You'll never walk alone.